Welcome to Game Brain. Make sure to give your brain a power up because we're getting straight into the devices used for games, aka, consoles, PCs, VR, etc. Alright, so first we're going to talk about, every device. Or pretty much all the relevant ones. I'm sure you guys can guess a few. Consoles, which basically Xbox, PlayStation. Ooh. Then there's PCs there's all sorts. By PCs, you can have those, what are those things called? Well, I know they're called PCs, but those huge boxes, that power your laptop.
That's the PC.
Yeah, I know, that's the PC, but
Yeah, the big.
Yeah, I know that big thing's the PC, and then it's connected to the laptop. But then the laptop's also a PC technically as well. It's kind of confusing, but whatever. PCs are basically computers,
Yeah.
Yeah, like Microsoft computers usually, or Lenovo and Dell products.
Yeah.
Then there's virtual reality, which is
Wish I had one.
like the MetaQuest.
Yeah. I had a VR that was you put your phone into it, you play games and stuff.
Oh, it's like those Google Cardboard
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, those ones.
There's also mobile, aka your phone, your tablet. Yeah. Whoa. And yeah, they all have different functions also. For example, VR, unlike most devices, which limits you by a lot to just a basic thing that helps control your character, but doesn't actually let you fully control your character. VR lets you be the character, and what I mean by that is you're in the world.
Yeah, it's like you're in the world.
Yeah,
You get to experience what
when you turn around, you still see the world.
Yeah.
Have you played Gorilla Tag?
Gorilla Tag. You just play with the controllers.
Yeah. Woo.
I was 2 years old when I found out PlayStation had a VR.
Oh yeah, but it's $500.
I've never seen anyone use a
Wait, no.
PlayStation VR.
Not $500. It's $1,000.
I haven't seen anyone talk about a PlayStation VR.
I've heard some people talk about it. They're just saying that it just doesn't make sense.
Damn.
And yeah,
Wild.
I didn't even do any hype for it. I've all I've seen is just videos.
Oh.
Anyway, let's go on to the pros and cons of some devices.
Mobile? Let's see. I want to hear what mobile is all about.
Okay, so first of all, we're gonna talk about consoles.
Consoles are good, mostly.
They have a lot of games because most of the consoles are big brands that have lots of money. So there's all sorts of games. You can play there's games you can play on consoles that you can't play on your computer.
Yeah,
For example, Gorilla Tag. Well, no,
Yeah.
you can play that on your computer.
you can.
Yeah.
Damn.
When not Gorilla Tag. Oopsie, my bad. That's VR. That's VR. Whoopsie.
I mean, you can play. Wait, no.
You can play.
Does PlayStation VR?
You can play God of War on PlayStation, but not on your computer, I think.
Oh damn.
Yeah. Wow, I love God of War though. I want to play it, please.
Get a console.
I can't. It's way too expensive, bro. To get a PS5, it's $400.
$500.
Yeah.
My dad got me a PlayStation for my birthday.
Wow.
but sometimes it like lags a lot. Sometimes it like the screen turns black when I'm playing.
I mean, consoles are really buggy sometimes.
Yeah.
Also, there's all sorts of combo. Yeah, what combo? I'm sorry, guys. I did not get good sleep tonight. All right, let's go on to PCs. PCs, they pretty much are the video game software.
Yeah.
Imaging.
Most people use it to play games and stuff, and
For example, Roblox.
FNAF.
Yeah, but you can also play. You can also play Roblox and whatever.
Yeah.
Consoles, PCs let you play all sorts of games. You pretty much get to play every single game, except for some VR games and some console games.
Yeah.
Actually, PlayStation allows you to play some PlayStation games on your computer because of Steam.
Yeah. I was on my birthday, like not the birthday I got my PlayStation. No. Like remember when PlayStation added Roblox to PlayStation?
Oh yeah.
That was on my birthday. I was like, and then my cousin told me, I was like, wait, what? And then I used my dad's PlayStation to play Roblox.
But it's not really that good, to be honest.
I mean, it's a bigger screen.
I guess fair enough. And now onto VR. Oh wait, we're supposed to do the pros and cons. Okay, so consoles. The problem is that it's really buggy. For example, like sometimes the controllers don't work. You have to charge the controllers.
And so
there's more setup.
Oh yeah, I remember this one time. My controller, like the PlayStation my dad bought me, came with like one controller, and then my dad bought me another controller so I could play with a friend, but that controller wasn't connecting to the PlayStation, and then we went.
Was it an Xbox controller?
No, it was the PlayStation one. And then we went back, and then they said we can't accept this returned because it's too greasy.
So you're telling me his hands were so greasy they can't use it? Why don't they wash it?
I don't know. Like wipe it down or something. And then I still have the controller, but I don't use it because it's literally like broken.
And now the cons for PCs. It costs so much money.
Yeah, it does.
Literally, to have a strong PC, you need to spend $3,000
if you
just for like that box thing, the
just
PC.
like Apple.
Yeah. So you can just power your little laptop so it doesn't like break playing Roblox.
Yeah, something.
I didn't get a PC. I just got a laptop.
I got a laptop too. Just for my like 7th birthday, it was like a touchscreen. And then it stopped working for some reason. Like it wouldn't charge one day.
Womp womp.
Hey.
All right, and then onto VR. Yeah. So one of the pros, and it just lets you be in the game. It lets you be the game. It lets you.
Yes.
Also, there's like a lot of exclusive games. I love them. Exclusive.
Like the horror games. If you play like a horror game, like.
Oh, yeah.
On Roblox, it's going to be like, if you play it on VR or something, on Roblox or something, it's going to be so scary.
Have you played, like, the Gorilla Tag horror games?
No, I haven't yet.
Horror.
I love horror. I love horror games for some reason. They just, they bring my adrenaline up, like,
I haven't played VR in a long time. And then one of the cons is that also because it's so diverse, it also limits it. For example, you can't play specific games because it doesn't fit VR format. And some people aren't, and also it gets you kind of motion sick.
Yeah, it does, because when you take off the VR, you feel like you're still in the VR.
Except I don't really get that.
Yeah.
Imagine getting motion sick could not be me.
One time, you know the VR I was talking about, the one that put the phone in?
What?
The VR I was talking about where you put the phone in. I let my sister use it.
She broke it?
No, she vomited. When she took it off, she put it on the table and got so motion sick.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, she didn't vomit, but she got motion sick.
And then we have mobile. First of all, you can put mobile. Mobile. Okay, so for mobile, first it's really, really cheap.
Yeah. Usually. Phones, tablet.
It's very portable. You can bring out your phone like as you're walking down the street and just like play some games. Unlike other things, because for example, for consoles, you're not going to be bringing in your flat screen TV everywhere.
Yeah, let me just bring my flat screen TV on an airplane or something.
And also, technically, you could use your VR. The only problem is that you're probably gonna get harassed or hurt.
Or ran over.
Yeah.
You walk into the street. Oh my gosh! I'm walking the bridge right now.
Oh my god, bro.
And then you just get hit by a car.
Why would you do that?
Apple Vision Pros are like stupid though.
Yeah. Anyway, but the problem is that also a lot of mobile games aren't good. There's a lot of games you can't play on mobile. And worst of all, a lot of games are much harder to play on mobile.
It's very laggy. One time I wanted to play the strongest battlegrounds with my friends. And then when I joined the game, I was like floating in the air. That's how bad I was lagging.
What? No.
It's so bad on mobile.
All right, and now to the evolution and competition of the devices. Okay, so first of all, here's a little history lesson. If you didn't know, the first video games were on console.
I thought they were on mobile.
Console.
Or like a Game Boy.
Well, Game Boy is technically console.
Oh yeah, I'm so stupid.
Also, the Game Boy was not the first device.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
First, it was Table Tennis for 2, which was like humongous. It might be actually a PC because there was like 3 rows of computers generating it.
Why?
Like 3 huge like data, those like 3 server rooms. So it would just work. It's because back then it was really, really inefficient. Yeah.
What?
Anyway, then eventually we would finally get out of our console era and actually VR. I know, it does not make sense. It went console to VR. The thing is that like the VR headsets weren't really good. Like it still has a 3D thing, like for example, but like all you could do is like jump onto squares.
Oh yeah, like
there's cubes and you can jump on them. Also, they costed a lot of money. They were like a fortune to buy, and also they're really huge and hard to wear.
Back in my days, we used to play poker.
Okay. Also, by the way, if you didn't know, MetaQuest was pretty much the brand to really revive the
it was like
the
because
VR.
They made it like better.
Yeah. They made it much more efficient and much more fun.
Yeah,
you could play Gorilla Tag and you could go ooh ah ah.
Up and down, up and down. I feel like Gorilla Tag, you don't even play tag.
Well, you do.
I feel like I've seen a bunch of Gorilla Tag YouTubers, and like none of them play tag. Play tag.
It's because sometimes to enjoy the game, you don't have to play the game. Wow.
Yes.
All right, and now finally we go to PCs. You get like laptop.
Oh, laptops.
And also the internet finally came out.
Oh yeah.
You have the
Wait,
Windows XP.
Wait, what do you mean the internet finally came out? What were they playing on?
They were playing single player games.
I would have felt so...
Wait, Table Tennis for 2.
I would have felt so
They
lonely.
weren't actually playing single player games. You can play games with your friends. It's just that they have to use your console.
On the same device, yeah.
Yeah. Like they have to use a different controller. And you can't play other games with VR players.
Wait, what about the Nintendo?
Back then.
The Nintendo.
What do you mean?
Nintendo's basically a console. But ever
Yes,
since
it is.
the Nintendo 2 came out, I've hated Nintendo. Guess what they did?
What?
So basically, they made like a license agreement for whoever bought the Nintendo 2 or the original Nintendo. Guess what?
What?
They didn't actually own it. They only owned the license to play the game.
Bro, what?
And then Nintendo could shut down your Nintendo whenever they wanted.
Bro.
It was so stupid. And they
Yeah.
got sued, I think.
Oh yeah, they did.
And then
Yeah.
then they won.
Wait, they won?
Yes,
The person who sued or Nintendo?
Nintendo.
Huh. No, this cannot be.
Yeah, I know, it's stupid. It's like so stupid.
Just let modders mod.
Yes, let us mod.
It's our console. Let us do what we want to do. I want WhatsApp Mario.
What's up, Mario?
No, WhatsApp Mario.
Why would you want to do that?
It's the perfect mod for Super Smash Bros. You get to play as WhatsApp Mario.
What's up, Mario?
No, WhatsApp. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then finally we would get, you guessed it, mobile. All these evolved over really weird and times. For example, we went from humongous, really expensive, hard to get table tennis for two to eventually Pong from Atari, so you can play other games. And guess what? You can also play other games from that console. And guess what? Finally, we can play all sorts of games that were in 3D. And then we also have VR headsets, which suck still. And there's barely any competition because the market sucks for that. And wait,
Yeah.
there's even more competition. Xbox, PlayStation, Atari's dead pretty much now. And
Yeah,
guess
Atari's
what? Nintendo.
Nintendo's just begging for money at this point.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, they used to be not so greedy, but now
Yeah.
they are. Anyway, and now the console business is going out. And guess what? PCs are here. Windows XP came out, and
And
you can
for-
play poker. Or no, solitaire with your friends.
Yeah.
And then you can also now, after like some more development, 10 years later, you have much more convenient, much more portable, much more fun things you could do. For example, with like the MacBook, you can play even more advanced games. And now there's
But the cons of the
three.
The cons of the MacBook. Low battery. Actually, it has high battery.
Whatever. Anyway, and now we have more competition for the PCs. We got Apple, we got Microsoft,
Apple is
and
not
we
really
got
a
Dell.
competition.
Huh?
Apple's not really a competition. The battery runs out so fast.
It's fine. A lot of people use the MacBooks. And
Yeah,
then finally, 10 years later, mobile is relevant. And guess what? VR is relevant. Everybody's rushing to get VRs. Apple's going. So Facebook bought MetaQuest, and now Apple's making their own one, which sucked. And then, and then I think it was PlayStation who made their own one, which also sucked. And guess what? Now there's the four most necessary ones: consoles, PCs, VR, and mobile. And they all loved each other. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
I wish that's how the world works.
And that's it, folks. Game off. Brain back on. We will see you along our next episode. Bye-bye.